Welcome in, everybody. Be sure to repost. Checkmate is still on a work call, so I'm going to be inviting everybody in, or doing the best I can anyway. Repost. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see everybody. See if I can start bringing people up. Hey, Seeking. Welcome in, everybody. It's so good to see y'all. I'll just share this out as much as you can so everybody knows we're here. Got a lot to talk about. Hopefully it won't go as late as it did last night because I'm still reeling from it. I want to go to sleep. Welcome in. Hey, Lisa. We're working on it, Jennifer. Let me share this out to a couple of people. Welcome in, you guys. Tap and share. So good to see everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Checkmate is on a work call still, so I'm manning the controls, so God help us. My AirPod's dying. Hold on, let me switch them. I'll be right back, TJ.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Hey, Lisa. Y'all be sure to tap, share this out, repost, all the things. Hey, Sunshine.
I don't know who I'm inviting up. I invited Sunshine, but then 3 other people. I'm so sorry. Checkmate's going to come back from her phone call and be like, what did you do, Fallon? Hey, Sunshine.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. So good to see you guys. CLA, make sure you've got some traveling graces. Be careful. Keep your eyes focused on the road.
Hey, Lazy Days. Hey, Simply Me. Pretty Beach.
Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Rochesters.
Hey, Rochester.
Oh, crap. I didn't even realize I was up here.
It's my fault. I sent out invitations to people I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries. It's okay. I'm not mad.
All right. Thank you, Rochester.
No problem. I hope everybody has a good night, but I'll be down in the chat with y'all.
Yes, sir.
I
You too.
appreciate you.
Welcome in, Brenda. Welcome in, Athena. It's good to see you guys. Welcome in, Line Protector. Teresa, 313, Cleavage. It's good to see you guys. If y'all would, share this out to anybody and everybody. Any of those names that you saw over in Catherine's chat today, if you'd like to send it to them as well. Chances are their name is going to get mentioned tonight. Sorry. Welcome in, you guys. I see you. I missed a couple of you. I'm sorry. She just went live publicly. She did go private. And then now she's back public, it looks like.
Fallon, can I just say, I applaud you for being up here and staying as calm and cool as collected as you do, because it gets difficult.
I'll tell you what, the notebook takes a beating. If y'all can hear it in the background, this thing's been thrown across the den so many times. It probably barely has a cover. It's been through war.
Well, I personally think that you do an amazing job. I think most of the chat would agree.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh, she does. She does a really good job.
Okay, stop. We're done pumping her up.
Come on now.
Welcome in, everybody. Tap and share, please. Sorry, I had to take that dang phone call. We're gonna try to finish this live tonight because we didn't even get through any of our screenshots last night. I think we put up one, maybe two, before everything happened. So we're gonna try to finish that up tonight, and we're definitely not gonna be on for 4 hours tonight, though. Your girl needs some sleep. I'm tired. So welcome in, everybody. We're just waiting on Birdie and Amber before my night. Yeah, for sure. I'm ready to lay in my bed like potato.
I had to be at work at 4, and I woke up literally at 3:59.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was late.
I finally fell asleep on y'all last night. I tried. I did.
Hey, New Mexico Nana. How are you? Hey,
Hey,
Sammy.
Sammy.
She messaged
There's
me, was asking when you was going live. I said 80s.
8-ish, yes. I'm
She
never on
never
time.
did.
Never on time. So just so y'all know now, all 229 of you.
It's called fashionably late. Hey, Sammy.
Deep sleep potatoes. Shit.
I
We're
saw
sleep.
that and I immediately thought of Potato, my dog. And I'm like, wait, what?
I love laying like a potato.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, get him out of here.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all, welcome in. Now that Birdie and Amber are here, can't start the show without our girls. We're going to finish this live tonight. Talk about Catharin a little bit more because she is absolutely adores me right now. She thinks that I changed my name to Checkmate because she says Checkmate, which I don't know how she even got that, but whatever.
Wait, she really thinks that you. Okay.
Yeah, she thinks that she took that name after she said it.
Yes, she thinks that I changed my name to Checkmate because she always says Checkmate in her lives. Little does she know that I've had the same name for close to 5 years now. It hasn't changed. So I don't know. Sorry, Catharin, didn't do it for you, girl. It's just been who I am. All right, mods, you know the drill. Don't block, don't mute unless we need to. We'll let Fallon get started.
So today was so eventful that everybody's going to need to jump in. When I'm on a delay here a little bit, so don't feel like you're cutting me off. Cut me off. Jump in whenever you can. Melody Rose, TJ, Sunshine, the things that you guys seen today. Amber, I want you to jump in. I want everybody to jump in on what they've seen today because there's so much of it. And TikTok Presidents, if you would start off with that because I'm getting a drop down message. Crap.
So the biggest things today was she instantly woke up this morning and posted to her page two 20-minute long videos giving her backstory, her relationship with her kids. So that was interesting to watch. So if you haven't watched those, I highly recommend. Then she came live and it was the same pity party about how the boys are ganging up on her and telling like partial truths and this and that. And then she thinks it would be really awesome for Checkmate to host a live with all three of her children. She wants all three of her children in a box together so they can just all three air everything out. And
Oh,
then
hell.
I know, I was like, wow, I don't think we can handle that, but okay. Well, then she carries on throughout the day the regular nonsense that she does. Then she does create a point in time where she starts talking about self-harm and a wellness check is done on her. The police do show up, a wellness check is completed. Then shortly after that, a member from the office, the maintenance man, I think she said it was sent down to her room, said that she had to check out on Friday. They were not going to be renewing her stay. He said Friday when she came to the room. Well, then she says now that she has to be out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Well, okay, so now we're on to that. Well, then animal control showed up because also earlier in her live, she had mentioned harm to the dog. So animal control showed up, did a wellness check on the animal and on her, on Brooklyn and on her, and left. Said everything was fine and left. So now she's on here pity partying about having to be in her car as of tomorrow at 11 a.m. She says she has to be out tomorrow at 11 a.m. So now she's preparing for that. And she just said, right as I was coming live with you guys, that she already has 2 donators. So I don't know what they're donating, but she already has some income coming.
I saw someone in the chat just said that she was asking for $270 for another place.
My goodness.
I hope her enablers remember Friday she gets paid. So as she's out spending her money on whatever she wants, she's going to use your money for a hotel room.
There's also a comment down there that says Beach Bum husband is on hospice and she's donating to Kathy.
So I
Do we have proof of that?
There was also someone in TikTok Presidents earlier that we ultimately ended up having to mute block.
So Beach Bum has been in my live for the last 4 days. She used to be a donator to Catharin. She did flip sides and has been over with me and our group for the last 4 days solid. I have not seen her over there at all over the last 4 days. What got her away from there was the day that she said she was going to start doing witchcraft. That was kind of her turning point from there, and she hasn't went back since. So she, to me, is, as far as I know, as of right now, she is an ex-supporter, not a current one.
And that's what we want. We want to get them away from donating and enabling them. We want them over here on this side. Beach Bum has come in. She's been in this chat, TikTok President's chat. Always respectful, you know.
Absolutely, she's in mine. So
If you have proof of that, you can send it.
Yeah, but I would like that to be proof, as in the last 4-day proof.
Yeah, Beach Bum just said I only bought her food the first week.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
to be within the last 4 days for me to be relevant.
100%.
So, Beach Bum, I will say this, though. There are multiple people messaging me that have said that they messaged you and you blocked them. So, I used to be these people who are calling out and messaging me back here saying, I absolutely saw her. I saw them giving money, all the things. So, some of the enablers / supporters that we have over here are now our biggest assets. They message people. We have Hope. We have New Mexico Nana, where they message people and say, I was you. But we have to protect those that are calling out the others. We can't be incessant about it in the chat to where we're causing drama. But message us like these people are messaging me, letting me know, yes, you were over there. Yes, you were pretty nasty to a couple of other people. Just acknowledge that, please. Because some of the biggest people we have over here in awareness were those people that blocked somebody or told them to mind their business, it's my money, and now have seen the light, and again, are one of our biggest assets. But I don't want to negate anybody's hard work trying to send screenshots or calling out in the chat. It's because I was one of those people a long time ago. So I see where everybody's coming from, TikTok president. The fact that you provided a platform for everybody to come and that you've actually seen her for the past couple of days being solid. I just don't want to negate anybody's feelings about these enablers or supporters when they basically kick dirt in our faces, because we've seen too many flip-floppers. And some of the people we're going to get to tonight, like Heaven Nicole, that's a flip-flopper. And over in Catherine's chat condoning that BS, you're going to see why. We go so passionately over people when they're in the chat, and we've been blocked, spoken to nastily, and why it's so hard when some people are like, why didn't you just block that person? And as a matter of fact, Checkmate and I just had a conversation about that right before Checkmate got her work call and on the phone about somebody who is supporting someone and speaking horribly and lying on us and the platform, but wants to know why they're not over here and why they got blocked last night by a moderator. See, Checkmate doesn't block, but us as moderators, when we see something and we've seen somebody talk so terrible and so badly on a platform that's only trying to do something positive, it's time to go. And I'll just take my lumps from Checkmate later.
Lots to unpack tonight, I guess. So, who supports Duke?
Yeah, Tara, I can answer that question. I was over in Duke's Live earlier, and whoever this Schleet person is, I also want to point out, Schleet, you did call out Beach Bum and TikTok President's Live, but don't make it seem like you weren't continuous with it, and you were also, you were pretty rude yourself.
Yes.
Um,
That's the screenshot I just got.
yeah.
And it was pretty brutal. So we got to pump the brakes. Whenever it's brought to the host's attention, let them handle it. You can't keep on in the chat because that will get you booted too.
Well, I mean, and that's just it. For my platform, all I ask is no doxing, no bullying, no body shaming, no locations. I'm not going to allow you to bully anybody in my chat or the person that I'm streaming. So just be respectful is all I ask. And that is why Schleet was blocked from my live today, because they were not respectful.
And let me tell you this, guys, the amount of respect that we have for each other in this chat and on this panel, I don't even go up in TikTok President's box and disrupt her chat because she's respecting you guys because you're blocked and she's providing a safe place for you to be to watch this stuff. And so I don't even go up in her box when I see a huge super enabler in there to disrupt her chat. And if you're new to the community, great, but it's learning. we wouldn't be able to talk about it on such a big platform if we didn't have learning pains, I guess. So the more we talk about it, the better. And now we got it out of the way. And I appreciate all of you. But just know that each platform is different and that the respect level all has to be the same, though. Any questions? Thank you.
Good Lord. Can we move on with this now?
Yes, I was waiting for the agreed. I'm on a little bit of a delay here. I'm in the middle of a storm. All right, Bertie, can you put up the screenshot of why a lot of people are mostly upset? And I can tell you right here, looking through all my messages and the conversations with people that I've had today, I can assure you that no one over here contacted any animal control or wellness checks to my knowledge. The conversations that we had with people that are, thank you, Erica, are about tonight's live, questions they had that they wanted to clear up tonight, enablers. So, with animal control visiting Catharin today, and TikTok president broke into her stream several times to when there was a lull to let everybody know an update. One of the things that I heard from animal control was, where's the shirt that Brooklyn was supposed to be wearing to help with, I don't know if it's the soothe the skin, keep her from scratching and itching, being able to get at it. I don't know. Amber, maybe you can answer why they would put a barrier between the skin and her mouth, maybe? Medicine on it? I don't know. But as much as Catharin is live, did y'all ever see Brooklyn in a t-shirt?
I think
I've never seen the dog in a t-shirt, honestly.
They do it to keep her from like scratching herself, irritating her skin.
Well, and that is what animal control had spoke on when they came. She said her exact words were, she looks better. And Catharin was trying to force her into a, like, she's on the verge of being healed. And the lady would never say that. She's far from that. And she just kept repeating, this is still an open investigation. It's going to be a long recovery for Brooklyn, but she has to put in the work behind it. And she's not putting in the work behind it. Animal control did ask about the shirt, and I've been streaming her for 4 days now, nonstop, basically. And I have never seen the shirt on Brooklyn. And the lady did tell her that is important for her skin. It stops her from scratching, from irritating, from creating new sores. And she completely disregarded that. All she said is, yeah, I just washed it yesterday. Well, why hasn't it been on her? Why hasn't it been on her?
And something that TikTok president just said that I want to call attention to. It is still under investigation. That's from the animal control officer today, from her mouth on the live stream of Catharine's.
And everybody's seen how Catherine loved on that dog for about 20 minutes, using it, for her hotel grab. She cared more about that dog in 20 minutes than she's cared about it for the last month.
Birdie, will you put a picture up of Brooklyn? Anyone, you can put the paws one up or just a full face.
And trigger warning when you see these pictures, guys.
If you have to step out for a minute, go ahead.
Somebody did ask her one time about her putting a cone on her, and she said she won't allow me to do that. She'll just take it off.
Give Birdie just a second to pull the screenshot up. While Birdie's pulling up the screenshot, whether you're window watching or you're new and you didn't catch everything from last night into today, find your favorite creator, type their name at the top of the TikTok search bar, and watch the videos footage that they have on Catharin. It's her words. It's what they recorded. It's what they are bringing to you to watch and to make sure that you have what she streams all day long. So those moments that they're capturing for you are what they wanted to point out, what they want you to have in your mind to have a discussion about with yourself, whatever live they're having, in the comments. Those things are going to reach other people. Your interaction is going to cause it to go to the FYP. So more people need to know about Catharin as well. When Catharin said today about, I'm going to send a message to somebody and let me know when you get it, but don't say anything in the chat. We all know that that was probably some sort of request for money somewhere. Because now we just found out she has 2 donors and she's still asking for money for a new hotel. But what happened, Catharin? What happened to, I'm going to be able to do what I got to do? I can handle it. What happened to that? Guess you aren't so tough after all that, huh? And then you had the audacity to talk about how y'all are doing this to Brooklyn. Y'all are doing this to Brooklyn. If you care so much about Brooklyn, look what you're doing to him. Well, that sweet baby girl right there, that's Brooklyn. I cannot believe that you can look in her face and think that we, somebody over here in this community, did this. When it's you. You did this. And then you want to say that it's her snoring? She's sleeping? That noise you keep hearing is her snoring? No. But it's you who did this to her. So I don't ever want anybody to think, window watching or in her chat, that we, over here as a community, did anything to hurt an innocent soul. Animal Control said it's an open investigation. Whatever they find, I hope that Brooklyn is taken care of and doesn't suffer any more sores, any more discomfort than she already is. Sadly.
Yeah, and she honestly can't say that it's just when the dog's sleeping, because when she was holding the dog today, it was doing the same thing. And the eyes were open, the dog was panting, and she was holding it right up next to her chest.
That dog is in really bad shape, and I hope that dog gets what it needs. And unfortunately, with Catharin, it's not going to happen. You know.
Yeah, the breathing is really bad. And the ones in her chat that asked about the breathing today, they were blocked. And that right there should tell you a lot.
Oh, I didn't even realize that she was blocking people for that, Melody.
Oh, yeah, she was. I think there was at least 2 people that asked about the breathing, and she actually blocked them.
Yep, she blocks any kind of questions about her breathing. I want people to think too, I have 2 dogs and my dogs are in and out all day long. This poor Brooklyn just sits up there on that pillow all day long. I mean, yesterday, I think she took her dog out twice. Once in the morning when she first came on, and once maybe later on in the evening. I didn't see her take Brooklyn out, let her walk, let her stretch her legs, let her do anything. She's on that pillow for hours. And then when she feeds her, She doesn't give her any water. She's not drinking water with all of that high sodium processed human food she's giving that dog. I don't ever see Brooklyn have water.
Right. I don't see her give that dog water. I just see her give it plates of cheese, hamburger, patty meat, Vienna sausages. Nothing good for it, but no water.
So I also have 4 dogs. For the ones that have spent time in my live stream, you hear Potato. Potato makes himself very known. My dogs are in and out saying TikTok president all day long. I mean, the sun is good for them. Being outside is good for them. And I heard someone say in the chat earlier that apparently there's some kind of dish that sits on the nightstand that Brooklyn can drink out of. I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that either.
And you know, why would you want an animal to suffer like that if you don't have the funds to take care of their skin problem? Why would you not?
You know, one thing I did hear her say, and I don't know if anybody else caught this, when she was talking to the animal control lady, is she said that Brooklyn did get her rabies, and she stopped it right there. So I'm going to imagine up till just a week ago, this dog didn't have no shots.
Yeah, that's what I would think too. I think she was forced to take the dog to the vet, is what I'm understanding.
Well, not only a vet, but it was their vet. It wasn't even her vet. The animal control said, had mentioned their vet. And so she was forced to take that dog there.
Hey, check IG.
So last week, when a supporter bought the box of dog food that was like $36 for the little 12 packs, she even said, if you want Brooklyn to have this food, you all are going to have to buy it and send it to her. You're going to have to buy it for her. So she's not willing to spend that extra money for Brooklyn to have what she needs. And she, like Sunshine said last night, she doesn't want to eat that. And that's because you fed her nothing but human crap. So the dog needs to be taken. And it absolutely needs to be taken.
Well, there's somebody in the chat. I just looked back at your comment. Hold on, let me find it here. But that's what they was talking about, that when she got this dog back, the dog was supposed to do red light therapy. Brandy Lynn's her name.
Can I get the big box, please?
Of course.
You're muted, Scam.
You see these pictures that were on her wall?
And this is the dog looking better. So just imagine.
Go through it again, Scam Opera.
Do what?
Go through it again one more time, please.
Okay, let me go back.
Could you imagine how uncomfortable that dog is? That's terrible.
I couldn't imagine. I feel bad every time I see a picture of that dog or I hear it, moaning.
That makes me so angry.
No animal deserves to be treated like that.
So, Bertie, will you put up that screenshot of the invitation that I put up? Actually, no, put up Catherine's chat. The one
You
that
wanted Scam to go through that again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get back to it on my YouTube. Hold on.
I was wanting her to get it queued up for when Scam is done.
Honestly, if anybody can go in that chat and think that that dog is okay and all of what she's doing is okay, I just don't understand your way of thinking. Like, that is pure neglect for that poor puppy dog. That's terrible. I couldn't imagine.
And let's just make it clear, too, that when animal control came today, Fallon said it, too, that it is an open investigation. They don't just put an open investigation if neglect of some sort wasn't found. There had to have been some sort of neglect found for there to even be an investigation. Otherwise, there wouldn't be one. They would have came, assessed the dog, and left on about their merry business. But there is an open investigation that is requiring follow-up visits. They told her today that even if she leaves the hotel, she is to keep in contact. They want to know her location. They want to know her accurate phone number because she is under investigation.
Can I say that part of me feels as though that might be why she's trying to leave town tomorrow? I think there was a reason why she muted the live. She didn't want everyone hearing, obviously, what Animal Control had to say. But I just don't believe that the hotel is kicking her out. I think she is just skipping town because she knows it's neglect. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I myself thought it was odd that the maintenance man came and told her that.
Well, if people, me and TikTok presidents talked about this, if people remember, she had said a week or so last week that her and the person that runs this hotel are good together, that they sit and bullshit together, they laugh, and they talk about TikToks and stuff. So, yeah, I'm finding it hard to believe she's getting kicked out, especially a day before, that her room's paid up for anyways.
Yeah, the other thing with that too is that seemed like she was too fine with not getting a refund. Now, that's not her. That's not her MO. Like somebody like her, they would be fighting to get their money back for that one day.
Oh yeah, she's got a temper. I mean, if she don't get her way, well, we've all seen how she is. So, her not getting this money back, that should be a big deal to her. And getting kicked out of a hotel, that should be a big deal. But it's not,
And here's the thing with her son being in here yesterday. And also when Duke speaks of her and people who know her in real life, she always is on to the next con, on the next scam. So you can't believe anything really that she says because she noticed she was losing followers. She noticed she was losing her supporters and she needed to do something. So I can definitely see where this could be a setup for sympathy between her and her friend. We don't know who was at the door, who came and told her. That could have been anybody. that walked up to her and said, hey, you have to be out of here on Friday. That could have been anybody. We don't know who it was. She didn't show us who it was. We don't know. So we also have to take everything she says with a grain of salt, so be mindful of that.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see them sending a maintenance man to tell her that she has to vacate the property tomorrow by 11 a.m. I mean, that's just not somebody you send to a door, right?
I mean, both of her sons have admitted some of the scams she's pulled on people, changing paperwork on things, changing price tags, and the list goes on. Giving out gift certificates that don't have no money on them. Fake $100 bills, and she's doing this to her family, her grandkids, and stuff. Imagine what she'll do to people she don't know.
That part right there. Because I promise you that when she ever reached out and messaged whoever she messaged and said, don't say it out loud, but I sent you a message, and now she's gotten 2 donators to under her belt for her new hotel room. She's playing all this up. She made it sound like it's all for she's going to be in the hot car, but she just went through whenever she wanted to be defiant, remember, and said, I have a potty chair, I have a bath, I have all these things, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. So which is it, Catharin? You're going to be fine, or you're going to beg for money from people who have probably already donated to you before, and you're using them more. Birdie, were you able to screenshot?
And let's face it, what maintenance person kicks people out of a hotel? It would be the manager.
Yeah, and magically, she let us hear every conversation today, partial conversations with the officer, with animal control. Why did she mute the live when the manager of the hotel supposedly called her back to tell her that she had to leave tomorrow? She muted that part.
So while all this was going on and she was having her pity party and manipulating so many times, it says, why are they doing this? This person here, this super enabler, Heaven Nicole, wanted to know it, or said basically, if people want to give their money, they should be allowed to, right? Screenshot it, blow it up. I invited her. Birdie has a screenshot of that as well. This person is a super enabler, or labeled a super enabler, because she sports a racist in Crawford land. Boo Bear.
She supports them all.
Listen to them pages flipping through that notebook.
Hey, before we do that real quick, I just seen a comment, and I didn't think about it until just this very second when I seen that. But Tammy just made a good point. The maintenance man is also the guy that is supposed to be the mechanic.
Oh, that's right.
So isn't that interesting? The maintenance man came down there and told her she had to be out tomorrow or Friday at 11. I mean, I seriously wouldn't put it past them to try to get some money for this car or whatever. That's a good point, Tammy. Thank you.
That's a busy man, I tell you.
Well,
Yeah, when you're a
also,
maintenance man and a mechanic all in one, hey, you got it going on.
a man of many hats.
Why do people wait till I get on live to call me? I don't understand. I'm so sorry. Okay, going back to Heaven Nicole. That was an excellent point that was just brought out, because at this point, everything is a con. Everything's a scam. I would not doubt anything, and we're taught to question everything. So at this point, question everything till we see a receipt, until she puts the camera on and we know that this person is the owner of the hotel telling her to get out. Question everything. But we're just going to go based off of what we record and what we put out. But question everything. I invited Heaven Nicole over. Heaven Nicole follows 78% awareness scam, anti-scam community supporters, creators, those who post videos, those who go live, those who are doing and making it known who these beggars and scammers and those to avoid. And she's over there with comments like, what does it matter who you give your money to? I invited Heaven Nicole over. I tagged her, but her tags are off. Here's the personal messages because it's the follow back for me. She was a moderator for Pookie. She asked Boo Bear about her payment apps. She was in the chat with Crawford Land, just communicating like he hasn't been caught being racist. And on July 4th, she was in helping sell the pitiful narrative that people are bullies in Stitch, the one who platforms the P3DO boyfriend. So I did invite Heaven Nicole over, but if you go to your followers and look at this chances are she's probably following you too. Do what you will with that information. I'll be getting her off my page once she gets the message. But it's a shame that people who are trying to put out videos and lives and content to help people not give money to others on this app and get taken advantage of have somebody like a super enabler in Heaven Nicole on their page flip-flopping. Because their work matters, regardless of where they sit. They're trying to make people understand, don't give anybody money on this app. You can take her down now, Birdie.
Well, it's the follow back for me too, Fallon.
It's a shame. If you'll put her Reddit back up, Birdie, so everybody can go and be notified of what the Reddit is, join it. If you don't want to join it, that's fine. Just know that there's content there that if you miss something, you'll be able to find who the subject matter experts are for Catharin. Go find them, follow them, share out their videos so somebody's eyes will catch it.
I guess I just want to know what makes these people want to support her. When they go to her page and they spend more than 5 minutes in her live stream, what is it about her that makes them think, you see the dog, you see she's in a hotel, you see there isn't much going on, you see she's neglecting the dog, you see she's not trying to do anything to better her situation. So what? I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around that part.
Hey, Bob, welcome in. Who's being bullied and harassed, Bree? Please tell me.
Well, I've always said this about Beth Osborne, that a lot of these people that support people that have these toxic behaviors, they're just as toxic as they are.
I'm doing great. Okay, well, why didn't you go in there and say something to those people? Why are you bringing it here? Nobody's bullying her over here. The truth is not bullying. Her words, it's her words.
To be truthful, she bullies people.
She absolutely weaponizes religion. We've seen that strong this afternoon. I mean, we've seen it before.
This woman basically told other women today to eat their husband's dookie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty vile saying that. That was gross. These women over there enabling her, and the stuff that comes out of her mouth is it's nasty. How would anybody give that woman money?
Nobody over here called the police. Nobody.
Another thing too is that one of the biggest things that I seen today is while she was talking about self-harm, every single person that came in her chat that said 988, is always available, resources through 988, there's resources. She blocked every single comment. Every single comment that came through about where she could get resources or help for her mental health, she immediately blocked. But then wants to get on here and cry about how bad her mental health is because of awareness. You know what we did in our chat today? We flooded our chat with 988 resources. Flooded it. Every single moderator of mine, most of the people that aren't mods were in there offering resources, sharing the 988 number, tagging it, pinning it. But she blocked all those every single time.
If you pay attention to her after she gets her money for at least 2 or 3 days, the weekend, and a couple of days in through the week, she's fine. It's only when it's time to get hotel money or food money that she starts this mental health crisis again.
Keep in mind, no one ever saw a police officer today. No one ever saw a cop car today.
We did.
She did. She showed it. Yeah, there were
she showed
3
it.
cop cars.
Okay. I didn't not see it. I never saw the cop cars. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. She's just kind of the person that you're wondering if she's not doing this to herself. To be honest,
That's my
she's
thing.
just that kind of a con artist. Like she puts herself in these situations.
Right. Like last week it was the apartment. This week it's something else. Like, that's why I doubt everything that she said today. Plus, I know she's a scammer.
If nobody's had a chance to watch Can You See the Lights video about the timing chain, I encourage you to go watch it because she's pitted. I mean, the proof is there. Everything Catherine's used to say she needs a timing chain and stuff, Can You See the Light done this perfect. And she used everything Catherine has posted herself and used her own words to prove her wrong.
If you're going to come in here and be disrespectful and you're not going to keep it cute, you're going to get the mute.
Are you good now, Mary?
Mary's
never
gone.
mind. Mary's gone. Okay,
Yeah,
bye,
Mary's
Mary.
been
I was
gone.
about to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah, Mary got blocked in my live too for the same behavior.
I mean, go over there and give her the rest of the money if that's the way you feel. But you're just over here trying to start crap.
Yeah, if you want to support her, but it's the people that don't know better, that don't know her ways.
The people in our chat saying, "Oh, let me try to figure out if I can give you some more money before I get my Social Security check."
She has a long history of scamming people. Mary, you're not getting a box, girl. Bye.
So at this point in her life, 61 years old, she's not going to change.
We might lose Fallon for a minute. She has some work stuff.
Yeah, that's okay. We can just keep it going. It's crazy that you're over here defending somebody that's taking advantage of people day after day and using a poor defenseless dog to get sympathy. I just don't understand it.
Kind of makes you wonder what else these people would support on this app. You know, if they'll support somebody that takes advantage of people and treats animals like this and treats their family and their kids like this, what else would they support on this app?
Bree, I see that you say that you're just trying to understand. What is it? I'm not being a smart ass when I ask this question. What is it that you're trying to understand? What don't you understand? I mean, you can listen to her for more than 5 to 10 minutes and she contradicts herself. You let people talk long enough and they're going to tell on themselves, and she does that. Her own children have said that about her.
I mean, that's true. Even the one that's just like her and has admitted to doing terrible things has even said that she's a scammer.
Exactly. I mean,
Someone in the chat says, I walked in her live and I was thinking of helping. Then she turned around and was talking vile and she left. I'm glad you did.
I mean,
I see a comment here. It says, do her supporters think everyone is wrong? I think most of her supporters right now are enablers. They're super enablers, is what Fallon calls them. And this is what they do. They feed off of seeing the downfall of people. They like to play into the crash outs. They like to play into the pissing awareness off. And this is where she's getting her support right now. She is the newer one on the app. She's not new to scamming and begging, but she's the newer one on the app right now. So everybody is flocking to her at the moment. So while she's hot right now to these enablers, she will fade off, just like some of the other ones have.
yeah, honestly, she's not even really somebody I wanted to cover, but she was highly requested.
And to be truthful, she needs all this attention. I hope nobody supports her.
Well, here is Hex Tour. We ran her off of Facebook, so now she's on TikTok. I know her personally. I could spill a lot. We have a box open if you'd like.
yeah, I can absolutely drop. Oh, no, well, there's Fallon's.
I don't see Fallon. It's just, I think if people just take time and watch her and understand what she's doing, you'll understand a little bit more about her. I don't know, her behavior. Her behavior is awful. She lies, she deceives, she uses God, she uses the dog. There's just so many things. Gosh, I hope not. I'm not staying on that late again. Get all your receipts? Okay, absolutely. Mary, you just keep wanting a box, girl. I'm about to let you up here. Oh, now that I was gonna let you up, you don't want a box? Imagine that. Sunshine, you want to touch on the timing chain a little bit more?
Gather my thoughts here. I'm sitting outside. But anyways, like I said, if everybody gets a chance, go watch Can You See the Lights video. It's a really good one. She does some really good videos anyways, but she debunked it. First of all, that valve cover she's got on there, it was put on previously. She's had this motor taken down a while back ago. She actually posted a picture of it, and at that time, that's when they would have put her timing chain in. I mean, you're that far into a motor and you don't put a timing chain in, then whoever you're having do your mechanic work, I probably wouldn't let him do it no more. She's using this because she probably looked up or Googled some expensive things on a vehicle that she can use for a money grab, and timing chain being one of them, because it is expensive. There's a lot of work getting down into that. There's a lot of stuff you got to take off on cars now. It's not like the old vehicles where, a few hours you can put a timing chain in. She's went as far as starting the vehicle up and saying how bad it runs, why she's unplugged something, trying to hide as she unplugged it, going to the air box. And, it's a 2006 vehicle. The car was shaking a little bit, but for a 2006, it's normal. I mean, that's an old vehicle. And, then she started going on about this clip. It's a $5 clip. Replace it. Go about your day. Then she's talking it needs a battery. Well, if you watch one of her videos she pointed out that she'd put a new battery in that vehicle because she talked about all the money she had put into this. And going back to the brakes and stuff that she did to it not long ago, her son even said, he put them on because she couldn't afford to pay nobody to do it.
That was a lie. That video is on my page.
On the brakes?
No, when she went out to the car and she was saying, see, you can see down in there where the timing chain is and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's right. She was live when she did that.
And she said, I put so much money into this car, and she said that the battery had been recently replaced.
Yep, sure did. And, that's why I say we use her own words against her own videos. So, Catharin, this is everything you've said and done. It's nothing that we've made up. It's nothing that we've used AI to try to prove anything wrong. We've used your videos and your words, Even when somebody said, well, why don't you take another loan out on the vehicle? Now it's got over 200,000 miles. They won't loan you money on it no more.
I think this is just a constant thing to stay in that hotel. That's where she wants to be. She doesn't want to be in the car. She has lived with so many people that it went bad and she had to leave. Yep. She had to get out because they don't want to put up with her and her shenanigans and her bad behavior. And she doesn't clean up after herself. She has very poor hygiene skills. And on July 3rd, she was done. Brenda had kicked her out once again, and she had nowhere to go.
Scam, you've done a lot of video or lives on video scammers and stuff. What is the number one thing that most of them use for a money grab? Something wrong with their car.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of car beggars. That is true.
People use that they got to be able to get to work, or now Catherine's using it that it's going to be her home. She's not stayed in that car. July 3rd, she claims that she was homeless. That's the day she got out of, I think, Julie's house, one of them, and that's when she was in Walmart, and that's when she got her first hotel room. So she's not stayed in this vehicle, none.
Brandy said she stayed in it twice.
You stayed in it twice? Okay. I'm staying corrected.
I've never seen her stay in it, but I have just recently started watching her over the last couple of weeks.
But she also said she don't mind staying in the vehicle. But then it goes back to the dog. She wants the dog to be comfortable. It needs air conditioning and all that.
I think that once, and this is what happens with all of them, once they get a taste of the money on here, They get a taste of sitting on their ass and not doing anything. And these people just forking over money for groceries, for cigarettes, for room money. They don't want to go back to what they were living in before.
Which is crazy because there's nothing wrong with her. There's no reason she can't work. I understand that she's 61 years old, but there's a lot of people that's in their 70s that still work, at least part time. I mean, you're just sitting there expecting people to send money. It's wild.
You know, you go to Walmart and you see it. I truly tell people this. I don't think Walmart could operate if it wasn't for our elderly people. Because there's a lot of them working there. So there's nothing wrong with Catharin going to Walmart or Target or anywhere and getting a job, you know, being a door greeter or ringing people up.
I mean, my mom's 70 years old. She retired and she went back to work. Not because she needed the money, but she just didn't want to sit around.
Right.
She was bored.
Sitting around's not good for you.
I don't know. That's just. It's, to me, it takes it back to the ambition. To how do you not have the ambition to want to make your life better? Like, what are you going to do when you're in your 70s? How are you going to survive? TikTok? I don't understand it.
I said that yesterday. I can't imagine. I've said it before. You know, I try to put as much money in my 401k now because I'm trying to retire in the next couple of years. I'm trying to retire early. And in order to do that, I've got to make sure I've got so much money that will float me until I can actually draw my Social Security and my other stuff. So I've got to make sure I've got enough put up for that. Catherine's not worried about nothing, you know. She just worried about getting money from TikTok or pull tab, whatever scheme she can pull that will grab her the money for the day, whether it be using that dog, using her vehicle, using her children. Nothing is off limits to Catharin, you know, whatever it takes to get the money. And sadly, she's going to live her whole life like that until one day she can't do it no more and nobody wants her around. Where's she at? She's out on the street, living on the streets. If that's the life she wants to choose, have at it, Catharin.
I mean, didn't her son even say last night that he doesn't even remember a time when she actually had a job?
Yeah, he said he don't ever remember. I think one time he said for a little bit, if I remember right. So she's got nothing paid in. She's got nothing she'll ever, you know, draw.
She worked at a restaurant, but she tried to sue him.
Yeah, that's right. A slip and fall.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How are y'all?
Pretty good. How are you doing today?
Good.
Appreciate
Sorry, I
you
was
being
watching
back.
a movie with my wife and my roommate. They wanted to watch
nice.
that Michael movie. I highly recommend it. It was pretty good.
Nice. So I don't know if you heard today, the cops showed up at your mom's house in animal control once.
So my daughter called me earlier, my oldest daughter, and said that I guess a friend of ours was watching a live feed or something. Animal control was there a couple times. The police were there, and then the managers came down and told her she had to check out tomorrow morning with no money.
Well, it wasn't a manager. It was the maintenance man / mechanic that told her.
It was somebody from the hotel. They told her she had to be out tomorrow by checkout.
Yes.
And I jumped on TikTok for a few minutes earlier and seen something where she was live and there was a knock on the door and it sounded like a taser, but I guess it was animal control coming back. I briefly seen the dog that she was holding with Brooklyn, obviously. It looked like she had some nasty scabs on her neck.
Oh, she does. Birdie's got pictures. I mean, that dog's in really, really bad shape.
Well, she claims it to be her emotional support dog.
Yeah, nobody lets an emotional support dog get like that. An emotional support dog is very valuable to a person. You know, it's their lifeline.
I have 3 dogs. Okay. I've gotten rid of all my big dogs. My wife bought me a pug in 2020. I've always wanted one. She said she always hated them because they had that little stuffed up nose. My wife has grown to love this dog. I think it's a love and hate relationship with her and the dog. Because obviously my wife is allergic to dogs. But she deals with them. We have 3. I have Frenchie, a Frenchton, and my pug. My pug sleeps in bed with us. She sleeps under the blanket when she gets cold. She sleeps on my wife's pillows. So my wife does get mad at her because she sleeps on the pillows. You know, she's allergic to them. If I eat a tasty cake, yeah, I give a piece to my dog. She's spoiled rotten, but I don't do it every damn day. Um, my French, he has allergies. Wintertime, he looks great, beautiful, full coat of hair. Summertime comes around and it's like he loses all of his hair. He's digging and scratching. He has allergies. I can't do nothing about it. We give him medication, and that's just something he has to deal with. But the wintertime, he's great. You know, my dogs will show you where everything is in the house. They might bark at you, and honey, I think she wants to bite your toes, but my dogs are fat and healthy. I don't understand how she can beg and plead for all this money, but not be able to take care of a dog. Granted, I'm not the greatest person in the world. There's times where I can't get my dogs to the vet, you know, because the bills are extremely high. But when my dogs needed to get to the vet, I managed to get them to the vet. We had an instance, was it last year? We ended up losing the mother of some pups. We hand raised the puppies from 11 days old on a bottle. We lost 2 right the day that we took them to the vet. I think that there was the firstborn puppy. I want to say there was something wrong with his intestines. He turned black and blue completely on his stomach. I don't think his intestines was connected properly when he was born. The other one, she had respiratory. She was the smallest one of the litter. So it's always expected to lose 1 or 2.
Duke,
But
I'm
all them
going to
pups
interrupt you for a
are
minute.
happy and healthy.
Duke, we're not talking about you. This live's not about you. So,
Oh, God damn.
just clear that up, Duke. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm sure he's got a whole lot to say.
Yeah, we're just not going to do that. We
Duke just
appreciate you
wants it
being
to
here.
be about him so badly.
Yeah, he wants to gain more followers,
Always.
you know, but
Ain't nothing new. He can call the cops on me and he can hear it all he wants. He can call the cops on me, but I ain't got nothing behind me. I ain't got nothing hiding in my closet. I don't have to hide anything. Like I said last night, I aired all my personal business out and I didn't have to.
that you did.
I got nothing to hide and I got nothing to be ashamed about. Duke, when he was in jail, I bought him clothes, bought him food, turn around, and he's another one. I mean, him and Kathy are like 2 peas in a pod.
I mean, it
Picked him up
sounds
from
like
jail, let him stay at my house. He was going to move with my uncle. The day he come and picked up all of his stuff, my wife, first time she ever been in trouble, she got locked up for some stupid shit over COVID. She did 15 days in jail or 20 days in jail, whatever it was. She come home. We were getting ready to go to the store, and I told her Duke got all of her stuff. I went in the drawer because my kids asked for money. I pulled their birthday cards out. Money was missing. My wife had asked where the change was. I didn't even know where it was. She had to tell me where it was. It was all gone. I can't point no fingers. He blamed my daughter and my son-in-law for taking it. You know, I mean,
it sounds like you've tried helping your family out. I mean, it's not like you've shut them out. It does sound like you've tried, and you know, and that probably wasn't the easiest thing to do.
you can only try so much, and then enough is enough.
I
and
agree.
you have to stop. My wife didn't want Kathy here, but like I said, the only reason I let Kathy here was because of Mike. I had a feeling something was wrong, and I allowed it because of Mike. And then getting her out of here, that was a hard part. And when the county come up with a $10,000 paper saying that if she wasn't out of here in 7 days, I was going to end up with a $10,000 fine, she had to go. Sorry, I'm not. I've spent enough money. I've done enough. Enough was enough. I just couldn't do it no more.
Well, you got to protect your own peace too, you know.
I don't know. She had a lot to say about you today, though.
Oh, I'm sure she does have a lot to say about me. Like I said, the more she talks about me, the more she makes me famous.
Actually, she
That's
said
the
today
problem.
that as of today, she has no children.
But she's burned all of her bridges with everybody.
Right.
I mean, how many bridges could you burn down? It's like if you knocked out the bridges in New York, then people are helpless. They can't get help unless they get it from boats by the water. Well, same goes for her. I mean, you know, she's burned all of her bridges. You can't cross them some bitches no more. You're done.
Just for clarity, I never contacted this gentleman and asked him to come over here. I had no idea she even had an older son. We
No.
was literally just having a live, and he
Yep.
popped in.
Yeah.
I
Nobody
did
reached
not
out to
message
him.
this guy and ask him to come over.
He
The
come in
only,
here.
the only way I found out about the lie was Kathy called us yesterday. She called my wife's phone. Where's Alicia at? I said, outside. Why? What's wrong? What's going on? Well, I need to talk to her. She's the only one that can handle this. So I gave the phone to my wife, and I'm like, what the hell now? Oh, y'all need to go on TikTok. You need to create all these fake accounts. Don't do it on your real accounts. I got nothing to hide. So what? If my customers see my page and they don't want to come to me no more, I can't stop them. You know, my work is there. My work is 100% on point. I bust my ass. My customers come back because they know I'm the best. I don't do this live stream stuff much. Like I said, the only reason I found out about it was because she called yesterday wanting us to create a whole bunch of fake accounts to go on here to comment and try to defend her. Yeah. You know what? Enough is enough. People have to grow up and stop feeding into other people's bullshit. I'm sorry. You know, it's one thing if somebody really needs the help. I struggle every day. I haven't had work in the last 2 weeks. But I manage to figure things out. I manage to pull work in. I know I had work coming up for the month of August. I have a big truck show coming up in November that I do a lot of customers' trucks for. So I know I have work coming. Yeah, the 2 weeks that I've been down, I didn't have no money. I managed to figure things out when money comes in and pay my bills. I don't have to sit on TikTok or Facebook or go scheme somebody for money. I could reach out to somebody and be like, hey, look, can I borrow some money till I get through? When I get, myself back up, I can give it back. That's not a problem. I don't have to sit and beg. But for people to just sit there and believe her bullshit nonsense all the time and feed into her and give her money so she can sit on her fat ass and smoke cigarettes in a hotel room is ridiculous.
Hey, I did want to tell you, I looked at your page, and man, you do some really, really good work.
Like I said, there's a reason why I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was impressed.
But like I said, I didn't know about this stuff. She called yesterday. She wanted us to create a whole bunch of fake TikTok accounts to go in here and comment on it. And last night I was on the phone with my cousin. I talk to him every night. There's only literally probably, and I can count them on my fingers, of the family members that I actually talk to. And my cousin's one of them. I talk to him every day. He's an over-the-road truck driver. I polish his truck for him. I don't get along with his dad. But I go up there to his dad's house. I do the work on the truck, and that's it. I deal with him. I don't deal with everybody else because I don't want the bullshit drama back in my life. I've had enough. So I've learned to stay to myself. I move far away from all the damn problem, and I don't need the problem.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, have a good night at work.
All right.
So the family members that I do talk to, I talk to them every day. I don't need to lie and manipulate and con people into shit. I don't need it. I don't need that drama in my life. I got tired of my mother sitting here in my house talking about this Izzy bullshit. And I told her, I said, you know, the more you sit there on TikTok and feed into his bullshit, that's drama. I said, if you don't want to deal with, oh, I'm drama free. I said, get the fuck out of here. You are not drama free. You want to feed into everybody else's bullshit just to give you something to talk about on live.
If you don't mind, what year was that?
Oh, that was, wait a minute, we're 26, 25. When the hell did I kick her out of here? 24? 2024, 23, 24? It was right before she left out of here. She was talking about all this Izzy bullshit. People are taking Izzy down. They're going to take Izzy down. They're going after him. They're attacking him. And she's steady watching all these live feeds, feeding into this bullshit, just to give her something else to talk about.
Well, I've been doing some investigating on them two and their feud, and what I'm finding is that they fed off of each other to both scam people.
I'm sure. It's like an old saying. You can't. How does it? Oh damn! How did that old saying go? Can't call the kettle black, or how? I don't remember exactly how that went. Something about calling the pot or the kettle black. I don't remember that old saying. God, it's on the tip of my tongue. The pot calls the kettle black or something like that. But yeah, those two are exactly the same. It's all about who can get the most money from everybody that wants to give it to them.
Yeah, she's clearly one of the ones that will do anything for money. She was really laying it on today.
Oh, I'm sure. Like I said, I got on TikTok and was scrolling through, and the live popped up. I watched it for a few minutes, and the few minutes that I seen it, it looked like Animal Control came back again because she was talking to them about they were already there twice today. The police was there. It's in the reports. And then she muted, and you know what? I ain't got time for this. And just to let everybody know, no, I was the one last night while I was on the phone with my cousin. I happened to get on TikTok and was scrolling through TikTok last night like I do. And I happened to see this live feed, and I kept telling my wife and my cousin, I want to comment on it so damn bad. I want to comment on it so damn bad. And he's like, dog, he's like, don't hold nothing back. Put that shit out. He's like, you do it any other time. Don't hold nothing back. I clicked the button. I came in on this on my own. These people didn't invite me. Sometimes you got to tell the truth the way it is.
Apparently, there is another family member, a cousin, who got in her box last night.
Leona?
Leona?
I have the screenshot, but it evades me right now what the name was.
It was Leona, I believe. She was requesting in here.
Liana.
Is it Leona? Okay, Leona.
Liana. That is my
She said it was her niece.
yeah, that is Crystal's daughter.
She had a lot to say.
Like I said, the drama with my mother has been around for years. I mean, I remember when we lived in Atco, New Jersey, she ended up spending time in Ancora, what the hell is it? Ancora Mental Institution or something like that up in Hamilton, New Jersey. She was in there for a while. She needs more than psychotic help. She needs a padded room, 4 walls, and a straitjacket.
Well, she claims that she's had psychiatric treatment before.
No, she needs a padded room with 4 walls and a straitjacket.
She said that was never asked over here last night.
I actually found that weird when she said she wouldn't give the cops her date of birth, so they ran her fingerprint. Why wouldn't you give a date of birth? Why make them go through all that trouble?
Who knows? I can't answer that, honestly. I don't know. I mean, that's as bad as a criminal running from the police. You know you're going to get caught. Just give them the damn information and stop.
Well, the trolls are coming in thick tonight, aren't they?
Well, here's the thing. You can have warrants in other states. The only difference is some states, and depending on the crime, they won't extradite. It costs too much to have an officer come pick you up and drive you all the way back. So depending on what it is, a lot of states just don't extradite.
Yeah, facts. I mean, Austin Tamargo went to California, and people were saying he has warrants in North Carolina. They weren't going to go to California and get him.
Yeah, misdemeanor stuff they won't extradite anything for. It has to actually be some kind of something majorly in order for them to pick you up, hold you, and extradite you.
Yeah, because they send 2 officers to do it. You know, it's not just one; it's 2 of them.
I mean, hell, I've had warrants. I've walked myself right out to the damn cop car and put my hands in front of me. I'm like, look, you can't handcuff me behind my back. I'm too big for that.
I just want to make a statement real quick. And this is pertaining to another live that's happening right now. So I just want to make one thing clear. While we're saying that we won't platform Duke, but we have you on here, let's be very clear that Duke has been on this app begging, lying, scamming, being very vulgar. He likes to say the N word and the R word and attacks, women in certain mannerisms. And then you have this son. And you want to know why we're not attacking him and why we're allowing him to have a platform. He's been nothing but honest, respectful, comes with the facts, has provided proof of what he has said. So that is why he's allowed to have a platform here. There's a big difference between the brothers, and that is why we are allowing a box to him and not to Duke.
Oh, is somebody salty because he's in our box?
They can be salty all they want.
We asked JR yesterday if he was promised any monetary gain from this, and he said absolutely no.
We didn't even know he was coming over here. We was literally having an awareness live about his mom. Like, calm the fuck down, y'all.
Right?
We didn't even get to finish the live last night. We didn't even get started, really.
I would have been on earlier, but like I said, I was spending time with my wife watching a movie.
Family first,
is
man.
more important. Like I said, we could talk about this until we're blue in the face. Kathy will never change. Duke will never change. Duke has told me 100 times, I'm going to write a book on the family. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stop doing drugs. It wasn't a week. Boy putting rock back in his mouth, snorting coke. I mean, shooting heroin, whatever the hell he does. He will never change.
One thing I've noticed about Duke every time he's live, and he's always got a cigarette and that vape in his hand.
Don't get me wrong. I smoke. I vape. I
find nothing wrong with that. But, if you're asking for money, and you're sitting there with vapes in your hand and cigarettes in your hand, how bad do you really need the money?
The thing is both of them can go get a job. They can both work. I don't give a shit what kind of mental capability that you have. I have a cousin that tried to commit suicide, okay? Literally blew himself up with a goddamn propane tank. Pardon my French. But he ended up in the hospital for 3 months. Didn't know nothing about it until he called. He's another one that would only call when he needed something. We found out when he called me that he blew himself up with a propane tank. It was a suicide that failed. So, of course, as a nut job and fruitcake as he is, he still works. He goes to work and works a job putting up lights at weddings or whatever the hell he does, tents and lights or something. I don't know. But anyway, he goes out and works. And he's on all kind of mental medication. I mean, the dude is a Fruit Loop.
Hey, I just want to remind you, JR, when you say, make sure you say unalive. I just keeping you safe.
Like I said, I don't do these lives much, so I don't know how to keep things that, you know, the way they should be. Sorry, you know, but I mean, it's crazy. They can get up and go. McDonald's is hiring. Rural Farms, Wawa, Wendy's, anywhere is hiring. At one point in time, I was probably 8 or 9. I remember my mother worked at a Wendy's restaurant. We lived, where the hell was that? She worked at Donald Trump's Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City when I was younger. So, I mean, she can work. She could go get a job tomorrow if she chose to. But the problem is she won't. She wants to sit and let people give her money. Duke is the same way. He wants everybody to just feed into him and give him money. But when you ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, who cares?
Right.
If I don't work, my bills don't get paid. Nothing that I have gets taken care of. And I'm sure that's the way it is for everybody else in the world that's got everything. Nice cars, nice houses. They want to go on vacations and trips. You have to work for what you want to get what you want to go places in your life.
That's very true.
Yeah, she's on vacation every day.
Oh, I know.
Has she always sat around and just not did nothing? Or is this something new with her?
So when her and Mike got together, Mike told her that he didn't want her to work, that he would take care of the house and bills and everything else. So I guess she just took that to the head and she said to hell with it, and she wasn't going to work the rest of her life. She wanted everybody to take care of her. She feels that the world should have to take care of her. Just like she said, he's my son. My son should take care of me. I shouldn't have to pay bills there.
Well, unfortunately, we all have to pay our way in life. I was just blown away, and a lot of people are, of how unactive she is. She rolls around in that chair. She wears a diaper. I mean, it's like she don't want to do nothing to help herself. Anything to make it easier on herself.
I know.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I just don't see how wearing a diaper would make it easier on yourself. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's got to come off, and now you got a bigger mess.
That's disgusting. God's sakes.
It is disgusting, but it's true. You know what I'm saying?
I know. It's all true. But, I mean...
And you know what? Like, there's some people that do have to wear diapers, right? But I don't see where she's one of those people.
that's okay. For people that have to wear the diapers, that's a medical issue. They can't help that. You know, I mean, my wife has a bladder issue. There's things that she has to do every day, all day long, so things don't happen.
But she brought it up the other day that we're kind of like people are bullying her because she's wearing a diaper. No, that's not the point.
Ain't nobody bullying her fat ass. She chooses to wear the diapers because she's lazy. She don't want to get up to go to the bathroom.
So
That's
she
her
gets
goddamn
a
problem.
disability check in her husband's survivor check? Is that true? Do we have proof of that? I mean, has she said that or something?
So I know she draws the benefits off of my father that passed away in 2007. She gets some kind of survivor benefits. It went towards her disability somehow, something.
Did she get it through the VA?
I don't know.
Okay, I know that is possible.
Do you remember how she was talking about she was going to file to get more money off my dad because she was entitled to it or something?
No, I don't know.
I don't remember. I know she filled out the paperwork.
I thought it went through Social Security.
Yeah, I think it goes through the Social Security, but she filled out the paperwork to draw more benefits off my dad.
Because she could double dip.
I wonder if she hasn't maybe gotten herself on disability.
I think she's on SSI, Social Security Disability,
She's been
or
on Social
something,
Security
whatever it is.
disability from the accident from her back.
So there's a possibility. I mean,
restaurant when she fell
Probably.
and sued the restaurant. Hey, these cup holders come out. I'm gonna dump this out. So yeah, I know she filled out paperwork, something to get more benefits from my dad because she was only getting like 7, and she's like, "Oh, I can get like 1,100 from your dad if approved, this, that, the other, whatever." Yeah, I don't know how she done that and got it. I don't know.
well, there is a video. This is her words, and supposedly she said she got $1,400 a month. That has changed with her once people started finding, paying attention and listening. It's went down to 1,200, and
I have all those videos.
Well, she's probably conned them into it some damn how. Like she does everybody else in this world. Like I said, I don't understand how people can work for their money and then just give it the hell away to somebody.
Yeah, Fancy. I'm not sure if you can get both. I don't know. I've never researched that, so I really don't know.
Well, my aunt got both. When my uncle passed away, she was getting money from the VA, and she was also getting money from Social Security.
Oh, well, then there you go. I guess you can collect both.
Yeah, you actually can get both because my mom gets both. My stepdad passed away, and she gets his benefits through VA, and then she gets disability.
So then that's how she's obviously getting it.
I'm sure there's some kind of cap of how much you can get if you double dip.
I think there is, but like I said, when she filled out the paperwork that time, my dad had remarried his new wife, which is my stepbrother and stepsister's dad, or mom. It caused a whole bunch of problems in there. She called, the new wife called me. What the hell is your mother doing? Like, look, I don't know. I really don't know. So somehow I'm guessing they're splitting the benefits between the two because my mother was married to him, but the new wife was married to him before my dad passed away. I don't know how that works. I honestly don't know how that works.
He said that she gets survivor benefits and she can still work, make double without losing the benefits.
I do know if you were on SSI, you can work part-time, still collect your benefits, but you're only allowed to work so many hours a week and collect a paycheck. Well, she's more than capable of working. And I agree with you, Sunshine. She could be a greeter at Walmart.
Right. She could be doing something, just to get her out of, where she's at. Getting out, for me, getting out, going to work and stuff, it does a lot for my mental health, instead of being just stuck at home. I get out and I'm around people. It just does you good.
She pulled into my driveway one day.
Yeah, I think the only social aspect that she knows is on social media.
Yeah, she said that today that social media is her life. That's what she does. She creates content. She said that in a live today.
Going back to, MySpace and all that. She's proud of all that. This is her content going live.
I'm sure it's trying to create the content to where Facebook and TikTok pay her. So that's all she has to do is create content so she gets money. I don't know how you do that mess. I could care less.
I don't ever see her getting paid for her content other than her enablers. I'll tell you that right now.
And they're just as dumb for feeding into the lies and bullshit to give her money.
Yeah, and it's been working for her, unfortunately. I don't know, it's crazy. So it's just, I guess we really don't know how much money she actually gets a month. I mean, she's not going to be honest and tell the truth.
You'll never know how much money a month she gets.
Yeah, she's not one that's going to indulge that to anybody. She don't want nobody knowing exactly what she's getting. And that's why the figures are so different with her, $1,400, $1,200, it just floats around. Just like she don't tell when she gets donations. She just says, somebody sent something, and they do that for a reason. So people don't know exactly what they got. Only the person that sent it to you.
She says it goes to all of her bills. What bills? She ain't got no bills.
And she named off like a storage unit. I think she said something about a loan. Am I right, Scam?
Yeah, and then she said car payment and car insurance. I was like, car payment? What the fuck?
The only car payment that would be to the loan company that she borrowed the money from the loan place on her expedition that she has to go down to South Carolina when Duke was put on a ventilator. Because he was doing all that damn dope, he got put on a ventilator. And we told her ass not to go down there, but she's like, oh, that's my baby. I would be there no matter what. Oh, whatever.
I mean, she has a ton of judgments against her just in the state of Maryland.
Oh, I'm sure. Brandy Lynn said she took out another one in March to fix her car. I don't know how the loan place even gives her money on her car. She just calls them and...
Well, she said they won't no more because it's got over 200,000 miles. Was it back in March that you did the brake job for her?
Oh, it was still a little cold out, so yeah, probably.
Okay, so she borrowed... Now, did she buy the parts for it or did you? I can't remember.
I wasn't putting no money out to buy no parts for her.
But you put it all on, right?
I put the parts on, yeah.
Okay. So evidently that's why she borrowed money to buy them parts.
She come here with brake pad. She said that her brake pads need to be changed. So she came here to one night with the brake pads. When I put the brake pads on, I found the wheel bearing was bad on the one side. I'm like, you need to get that shit replaced. So I told her, if you're going to put one on, you might as well put both on. Well, then she ended up going to some shop. She called and said the bill was like $3,200. They were going to put rotors, brake pads, wheel bearings on, some other stuff. I don't remember exactly all what it was. So I told her, just go on Amazon, buy the damn parts you need, bring it here, and I'll put them on. You're going to have to pay me to put them on. I'm not doing it for free. So she came here. I put the wheel bearings in. I put the brakes on. I changed the coil pack that needed to be changed. The motor has always had a miss. The wrapping of whatever she's talking about, the timing chain, it's probably just a damn plastic tensioner that goes bad in them things. There's 2 plastic tensioners. What they do is they hold tension on the timing chain so the timing chain doesn't slap the case.
Right. But she's using that as, her vehicle. If this don't get done, she can't drive it. Today, she tried debunking that. Everybody keeps saying I'm driving this vehicle. Look, and she showed the outside her vehicle sitting in a spot. Well, first of all, a couple days ago, it was sitting in another spot, and she's showing all the leaves and stuff that's under it. Well, yesterday it rained a lot. So, yeah, it's going to have stuff like that underneath of it.
I do know for a while when she was living at my sister's house, my sister had bought the parts to fix the truck, whatever was wrong with it. I want to say it was a brake line or something. Anyway, it got fixed. My sister bought the parts, or Kathy bought the parts. Somebody bought the parts. My brother-in-law fixed it. My sister was driving the truck there for a while, back and forth to work, until my sister got her car fixed. So I'm sure Kathy's been driving her damn truck.
Yeah, we can actually prove that she's been moving it, and I guarantee she's been driving it to wherever she gets her cigarettes from. She made the comment today that people saying she's driving her vehicle, she don't even leave the hotel. Well, she does to go get her cigarettes.
Yeah, because they won't DoorDash them.
Yeah, the vehicle's moved several times. One time it was about 3 spots down from her front door. Then another time it's on the other side of the door. Then another time it's on the opposite side of the door. And it's all in videos. This is nothing that's being made up. It's all, her videos or her lives when she's showing it.
She was door dashing and driving the damn truck with her and Brenda and TJ and whoever else she had door dashing with them. She went door dashing with Brenda one night. She made like $400. She handed Brenda $25 for walking all the food up to the people's doors and walking into the stores to get the food.
I think right there is why I don't want people door dashing me food and stuff. You never know how many people's in a vehicle touching, whatever you're getting delivered. Nah, I'm good. I'll go get my own.
Yeah, she had claimed her daughter actually messed up the car. Gretchen, I remember that. I think that was a few weeks ago. I haven't heard about that anymore. But a few weeks ago, she was using that excuse that her daughter was the reason that her vehicle was messed up.
So I remember, I don't know, it was a brake line or something that was broke on the car. My brother-in-law had fixed it. Becky was driving the truck there for a while. Becky drove the truck for a few months back and forth to work. They put the window regulator in it to fix the passenger side window. They put coil packs in it. Whatever the truck needed, he fixed it because my sister was using it to get back and forth to work. And then all of a sudden it was some issue with the timing chain.
These guys use the timing chain really hard. It's like it's the ultimate money grab for her.
Well, I'm sure. Isn't it really expensive to fix?
Yeah, she's got it up to $3,200 now.
Oh,
and which
wow.
it probably would for a mechanic that gets paid by the hour. Like most mechanics now go in a computer and put it in what the vehicle is, what it is they're doing. And it will give you so many hours that takes. And that's what they charge you now.
And typical shop rates are anywhere from $95 to $120 an hour.
Yeah, if not more, depending.
I do know that year truck, it's a 32 valve quad overhead cam. So it actually has 2 timing chains in it. It's one of the worst motors that Ford ever did.
Yeah, Can You See the Light actually educated me on that. I'm just not a Ford guy.
I don't know anything about cars. I know how to start them.
You just keep being vanilla.
My wife is not the brightest cookie in the box, and when it comes to cars, but she does know how to check the oil. She does know if there's something wrong with it, and she can tell me exactly, almost pinpointed to what it's doing.
My wife just checked the
I've
blinker
taught her
flow
a
today.
lot. But like I said, if she could sit on her ass and have people support her, then why not? Yeah, that's what it is. That was the page that was kept going live earlier. TikTok president.
She is present in the box. Madam President, say hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, she was looking for her for a long time.
That was the page that was, I guess, sharing the live stream earlier. I want to say it was probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock ish, when the last knock on the door came with the animal control, I'm guessing. I didn't want to click on the page because I didn't know if it was her page or not. So I just don't want the bullshit. So I just, you could scroll over something and watch a live without having to click on it and nobody knows you're there.
Oh, you're welcome in my live anytime, hon.
Just like she talked about, she blocked Duke last night. He ain't blocked. She talks to that boy. Get the hell out of here. You're not going to block your baby boy. That is your baby boy. You're going to do whatever it takes to help your baby boy.
Yeah, she's not blocking Duke.
Just like Duke was talking about, I'm going to buy her a trailer down here and we're going to move in it on all this property. And you're living at your boyfriend's house that can't stand you, that throws you out 99% of the time. Well, at least once or twice a week, he's getting thrown out of that house.
Do you have a cousin named Lindsay?
That's so Lindsay is actually, how do I put this?
She's in here right now. That's why I'm asking.
Lindsay is pretty much like my niece. My wife's sister is her mother. So it's pretty much like by marriage a niece.
Okay. Yeah, I see her in her live all the time. So I see her in here. There she is now. So I just was curious.
I want to say Lindsay was like 6 or 7 when me and my wife got together in 2001. So we pretty much babysat and helped raise Lindsay.
So Lindsay is a mod for your mom, which means that she's protecting your mom's chat and blocking people and
I'm sure
things like that. And she's in here right now. So Lindsay, do you have any questions for us, or I'm not sure what we can help you with over here since you've already.
Is that the just number 81?
Nope, that's Lynn's right there. It's Lynn's with the hearts.
Are you not a mod no more, Lindsay?
She said no, I wasn't.
I'm going to drop so Fallon can grab a box, y'all.
Okay, if one opens up, you're more than welcome to come back up. Did she come up?
I don't see anybody yet.
Why did you
Fallon,
stop?
request again.
Fallon got lost somewhere. Oh, there she is.
So I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room because, I've been getting drug all day for it, because everybody wanted to know why I had an RSO in my box. I want everybody to know that Multiple people run this guy through the registries, and he is not an RSO. He said last night that he was exonerated, his record was expunged, and he was absolutely telling the truth because he is not on the registry. Multiple people have run his name through stuff.
And anybody can look it up. He is not on it.
I know all you accounts keep coming in and saying that, but we've looked everywhere. Many people have looked.
Well, the thing of it is that we've got a little group that's streaming us that have maximized 17 people in the chat. And I will tell you guys who those people are later. They're still streaming. I just want to say hey, because I know that you guys are the number one haters of me. But I just want to let you know that anything that I say, I'm going to back up. Anything that's said over here is a recap. Not that is anything new. It doesn't have anything to do with that. We recapped until JR could come over and tell his story. This is the oldest son. You guys tried to drag him. And the thing is that there's 4 of you over in the chat that know the truth, but you sit there and you say it over and over and over. And you're doing a disservice to the entire community, whether you call yourself awareness or not. No matter what you call yourself, the fact that you know the truth because you paid to look something up and you continue to say that he's an RSO when he's not. You even looked up financials and saw that he has some 2 things that he didn't pay for. You paid to look something up. So give the service to the rest of your chat. Tell them the truth, but tell them not to give any money to anybody. Tell them the truth about the people that you're trying to drag over here. Tell them the truth. It's okay if they all want to get together and hate us, though. It's okay. We said that every single time. But the thing is we're still going to send people over to your platform where you platform the truth because your videos and your truth is just as important as ours. We're not going to hate on you for anything other than the 17 people that are over in that chat streaming because you know the truth. It doesn't matter about us. It's about Catharin.
Oh, they're trying to drag me through the mud saying I'm on the RSO registry.
That's what they're trying to say, but the problem is they used a clickbait link to search a name that doesn't even go anywhere. So we actually had somebody run it that can actually run it on a federal database, a huge national database.
Federal.
And there is nothing there. So tell people the fucking truth and stop lying on people because it's disgusting behavior. To accuse somebody of that could destroy their fucking lives. So stop doing it.
Scam Opera, I sent you a clip. Can you play that clip whenever you get it pulled up, please? Just let us know. Y'all, I'm so worked up about this because the thing is that some of these names you guys won't recognize because they're older names. I didn't even know that they were still streaming until I got a message from one of them and they're like, you know what? This isn't right because everything that you say, they parrot, but then they turn around and try to drag you for it. And the thing is they haven't been on my radar in 9 months. 9 months, guys. You're dragging this on for 9 fucking months. What this gentleman has to say to us, he is saying from his experience. He came over to us because Catharin wanted him to create burners to come over here and drag us, pop in the chat, say some bullshit, and then dip out because they don't have any stake in this game. Because they're not over here making videos, comments, liking, sharing, or any stake in this part of the community. Okay? They don't have any stake in it. They just want to come in, start their shit, and leave.
Last night, as soon as it was said, we already had people looking. Do you think we're that fucking stupid? We didn't just show up here. If we, in fact, found out that he was a registered SO, he would have been dropped from the fucking box immediately. There's nothing there. We even reached out to other people to search. So stop lying on people. It's disgusting behavior. Why would you want to ruin somebody's life? That's crazy. For what? Because you don't like us? Big fucking deal. We do not care. But we're not going to let you ruin people's lives.
Well, I think a big part of it too is I heard while they were streaming tonight say, well, I've been streaming Catharin for weeks, and how's come this son never found our page. So they're mad that he found this platform and decided to tell his truth here. Because the way they ran to platform Duke, they absolutely would have platformed him if they had that choice.
Here's the living proof right here. Anybody that
But it
wants to see
shouldn't
it.
matter who platforms who. What it should matter is people getting to know who Catharin is, what she's doing to manipulate people out of money. That's what it's about. It's not about who platforms this person or that person.
Exactly. Exactly.
Getting
Don't you
the
think
word out
it's
there.
sad that he was fucking wrongfully accused and he was exonerated and his record was expunged? Shouldn't you be happy that somebody that was actually accused of that was righted? I mean, this is fucking insane to me.
This shows
Living
the system
fucking proof
works.
right here.
Right here.
The office has conducted a review of your case following the issuance of recent advice from our office of the State Attorney General regarding the opinion of the Court of Appeals in DPSCS versus Doe. Miscellaneous number 1, September turn 2013, Maryland, June 30th, 2014, and Hirschberger versus Road number 103, September turn 2013. Maryland, June 30th, 2014. The Maryland Office of State's Attorney General has advised the department to return registrants failing into the category into their original registration term. As a result of this advice, this office has determined that you were required to register to the state of Maryland as a sex offender for 10 years from the due date of your last release to be to the community. According to the department records, you were released on 10/17/99. Changes to the registration statute October 1st, 99 require you to retroactive register for life. In accordance with the new advice, your registration term expired on 10/14/2009. In accordance with the Maryland case law, the Code of Maryland, and noted Regulation Section 12.06.14.a. Termination of requirement to register your name and all other identifying information have been removed from Maryland Sex Offender Registry. So eat my ass with a spoon, people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's
Like I
so
said,
crazy.
I did my time. My record is expunged. I have nothing to hide. I don't have to lie, cheat, beg, and steal and ask people for anything.
JR,
So
that-
try to drag me through the dirt all you want. You won't find no dirt on me. I love being drugged through the mud. I get up and wash myself off.
So now that you all have the fucking letter, because I'm sure you screenshotted it a million fucking times, fuck off with it already. Stop. Damn. Y'all are supposed to be spreading awareness about people, not destroying fucking people's lives. I don't understand it.
and I'm really sorry you had to do that, JR. And I'm really sorry that I'm heated about it, guys. But it's just that this group of people I didn't even know still existed. 9 months ago, they wanted me to do some fucked up shit for them, and I wasn't in on it with them. And so now they're going to hate on me and anybody else that I sit with because they wanted to do some bullshit that was not right. And because of it, it made them all toxic. It made me see who they were, and I just didn't want to have any part of it. But you guys, I'm watching your chat. It's fine. Do and say whatever it is that you need to do. And here's another reason that Scam Opera is about to play this clip is another reason why I didn't want Duke over here on this platform, but I didn't want to play the clip, but we're going to now. Scam Opera, you might need the big box.
Yeah, I do. Let me
He is in the big box.
Okay,
You
sorry.
don't hear my loud washing machine. Okay.
And of all nights, I'm in the middle of a storm. Work emergencies are calling, so I'm sorry I keep dropping and pausing and sending messages to let everybody know that I'm tied up with this work emergency. It's just, things just won't wait, it seems like. But y'all keep streaming me. That's fine. Y'all keep talking shit on me because I didn't want to be toxic with you. That's fine. But you don't have to drag these fine people around just because they sit with me. That's
okay, we're
wrong.
not going to keep talking about it unless you're willing to say names.
Okay.
Because we say names over here.
All right, checkmate.
You're on mute, Scam.
I say I don't hear.
Today, tonight, but I am released. You never know. Please stop. She's looking for Carol. It's okay. There's your sheets. Okay. And like I said, I'm okay for towels, for today, tonight, but I am going to need some by tomorrow. If I can run across some extras, I'll make sure I drop it off. Okay, thank you, honey. I appreciate you. All right, baby. Thank you.
Mom, when somebody's trying to do something for you or walk up and that dog keep on barking, shut that little motherfucker up. It's so disrespectful to keep your dog barking you try to talk to somebody. Control your fucking animal. Kick that little bitch across the room. She'll learn.
Pick that little bitch across the room. There's two things in life
Duke
that
would allow, not to cut you off, Alan, but Duke would allow Dookie Butt to sit there while he was on the bed or the couch or the floor. He would let Dookie Butt hump his leg, literally hump his leg, and wouldn't do nothing about it. He would laugh like it was a joke. I'm like, dude.
And Duke, you wonder why you're not getting a box over here for shit like that.
Like, do you get your jollies off by letting a dog hump your leg? I mean, come on.
Oh, me and Checkmate have a couple of his live. Well, I think I have one or two, and I think Checkmate has one of Duke's lives posted on their YouTube.
Like I said, they can talk about me all they want. I'm the black sheep of the family, and there's a reason why.
Wow.
I don't have nothing to hide. I don't have to hide anything. I didn't have to come on this live and tell anything. But people are going to believe what they want anyway. So
It's not really you, honestly. I'm going to be honest. It's us. They don't like us because we sit over here, we tell the truth, and we don't take anybody's fucking shit. And we're not going to take anybody's shit. Do they really think that we've been here a long time? We're not just going to sit here and let an RSO up here and talk. As soon as it was fucking said, we started looking it up. We didn't find anything. So exactly what he said happened. You can see it on the national fucking database. There's nothing there. You just want a reason to hate on people that's just trying to help other people. Why? Why? Because we called out a few of your friends for scamming, begging, or whatever the fuck happened? I don't care anymore. If you don't like us, fucking block us. Why are you even watching us? It makes no fucking sense. Because I promise you, I don't go and watch you because I don't give a fuck. So stop watching us. If you don't like us, don't come over here.
Like it.
some people just hate to hear the truth. And that's what it boils down to. Seriously, some people just can't stand to hear the truth and the facts.
And that's what awareness is about, putting the truth out there, showing the facts, showing the receipts. And you did that. You did it for yourself, you know?
So now, with all that being said, Lindsay, I want to appreciate you for coming over here and standing up for what's right. Amber Rain, you spent all of last night in the live. You spent all of the rest of the early mornings in TikTok President's Live, and now you're over here again tonight. What's good? Because your ass was over there enabling all of that today. Do you want that little dog to die a long, sufferable death? Really, Amber Rain? I'm sorry, it's Autumn Rain. Her mod.
I honestly don't.
12 or 13 years old. 12 or 13.
I know she's had Brooklyn for a long while. at least 12 years, I'm thinking.
That dog's on its final stages of life. Let's face it, 12, 13 years old. Most dogs live to be 14 if they're lucky. I got 15 years out of my Doberman. So that dog ought to be able to enjoy and relax the rest of its life, what she's got left. But no, she's living like this. And it's pathetic that these enablers are enabling this stuff. It's gross.
We got 17 years out of my red nose pit before we had to put her down.
So I asked you last night, Autumn Rain, if you want to listen to her music, to her radio station or whatever, go find the same radio station she listens to. What in the hell are you doing over here listening to everything we have to say and then turn around over there and wiping her ass being an enabler? 2 straight days you've been over here. What's good? You want to box or you still want to bitch out and stay down in the comments and not say anything like a mime?
Yeah, they just want to watch and they want to see what we're saying so they can carry water back to Kathy.
There are so many people who got a thought process and an idea and messaged several of us and got a clue and got the hell out of there. Some of them want to just watch the shit show, but they're not all invested in it. Not like you, not moderating for it. You're moderating for the abuse of that small animal. You're moderating for the abuse of the grandparents and the great aunts and the elderly and vulnerable people that go in there and fall for her manipulation and her lies, Autumn Rain. And then y'all spent most of the afternoon going and blocking troll accounts, and then you trusted Brit Brat, which is great, to be over there telling you guys who to block is the fucking highlight of my day. You guys sat over there and wasted all that time that she could have been looking for a place to go, packing her van, finding a place to get her resources, but instead y'all were looking for a job over there blocking people on TikTok. Autumn Rain, as a moderator for abuse, disgusting, vile behavior. Autumn Rain. You good? And then Teresa Ann. And then Michelle B. And the rest of you enablers. It's fine because people like Catharin, they come and they go, but you guys will stay stagnant because you are like Michelle. She likes to mod for Doug Lang, and she likes to mod for people like Chaos, and she likes to mod for Brie and Ty and pretend like she's invested in their lives, like she knows them on a personal level. Because see, there's scammers and beggars out here who call their enablers mom and dad and brother and sister till their well runs dry. And when your well runs dry and you try to come back over here like Heaven Nicole, you're going to get kicked to brick. Stay out of our lives. Stay out of the community. You're a flip-flopper. You're toxic, and you're causing more harm to people that we're trying to protect. But remember, Autumn Rain, while you're over here watching everything that we're doing, you're watching that dog deteriorate, and he has a nice little soul. She's a sweet little animal. She doesn't deserve what she's getting. She doesn't have a voice, and you are muting her every time she tries to breathe. She's not snoring. She can't breathe from all the nicotine and soot in her lungs. Autumn Rain. You're mighty big behind that moderator badge, but it's just a moderator badge. I guess the price of your soul is that little moderator badge next to you, because I hope you hear that little dog try to breathe in your sleep. You disgust me.
Yeah, y'all need to remember that you're not getting paid for it. It's not a full-time job. I mean, I absolutely adore my mods. They're amazing, but they do this for free in their own time.
I get paid in veggie straws. I don't know about nobody else.
Same.
The veggie straws, yeah, they're always going to be top tier.
Can you imagine? And Autumn Rain, I can't believe you're still in here and haven't said anything, but you just heard that dude say that he would kick that little dog across the room. And then you've seen her use her foot and move that little dog out of the room.
When was that clip from?
July 23rd.
Oh, so just a few days ago.
Yes. And I don't ever want anybody to think I'm soft or anything, but those animals have a close thing in my heart because those things are from God. Those things are the reason, those cats, those dogs, our birds, the reason that God put those things on earth for us is the closest we're going to get to God here on earth. And she's abusing it. And for Duke to say what he said, kick that little motherfucker across the room, like it hasn't suffered enough at her hands. So that's another reason you won't get a box over here, Duke.
And notice that in that clip, she did not say a word to him.
Because Duke is her baby.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never really seen her go up against him, ever. I mean, she talks shit when he's not in there, right? But I've never actually seen her, like, go up against him in a box.
That's
Like,
a good
there is
point.
no way I would
Either.
allow my kids to talk to me like that. That's fucking wild.
Duke has always done that. Duke knows how to manipulate her to keep her in her own little world. And then she gets all, what do you call that? I'm trying to think of the words here. She gets her anxiety so worked up. She can't breathe. She can't that. I need to take my medication. Yeah.
It's like they try to manipulate each other.
Yeah, it's to see
Those
who
two
can get,
apples fell
like,
out
do
the
the
tree
most
and
to
hit every
people.
branch on the way down.
Crazy.
You know, and there's always this opportunity for like supporters to come over and listen to the information that we have and see the truth, ask for proof, let them see it for themselves and make up their own decisions. And if you choose to go back over there, then go back over there, but make sure you're paying for it. Make sure you're giving her every bit of the stipend of work that you do. When you get out of bed every morning and you have to go to your shitty job or you have to go do whatever it is that you do, since you can sit on TikTok all day, go give her your money. Don't go get it from somebody else because you're tainted forever. There's the supporters of hers that have come over into our DMs and said, thanks for doing what you do. Even though I felt a little attacked, I appreciate it because I needed that. And then there's some who just see it because they didn't know. Because the first time you send a rose or a gift and you don't know, that doesn't make you an enabler. It doesn't make you a supporter. But when you know, and you continue to go over there and you know that you're contributing to bad behavior or abuse of an innocent animal, you are just as culpable. Why are you still in here, Autumn Rain? And then people like Heaven Nicole who say that they donate to the ASPCA or that they love animals. How do you love animals, Heaven Nicole? When the majority of the people that you enable either support a P3DO and Stitch, or you mod for Pookie, or you're over there with Crawford Land, or you're over there with Boo Bear. She's got a little white dog that needs some help too. But you follow 78% of the awareness community.
It's like that movie, A Few Good Men, I believe, if it's the correct one. It had Tom Cruise in it when he stood up in front of the judge and says, you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. That's the problem with this world. Nobody wants to hear the truth. They want to hear the lies, the manipulation, this, that, and the other, so they can feed into the bullshit.
You're right, JR. So for those of you that are over here that decided that you just wanted to watch tonight, it's fine. Thank you. Thank you for your DMs. Thank you for seeing the light. I know that it took a lot for you to see, and some of it was you're still catching on because you don't know how things work over here in the community. And again, it's okay. My recommendation to you is I would probably change my screen name from my government name. Get a fake profile that is not your real name, please. Majority of you have that when you messaged me. Change it, please. Those of you that are afraid of her because of her background, I wouldn't be afraid of her, but screenshot everything that she's sending you. If she's messaging you, threatening you, screenshot it. I gave you the Reddit to where you could talk over on the Reddit and have discussions. It's anonymous over there. That way you don't have to feel vulnerable and message one of us under your screen names. Talk over there on Reddit. It's anonymous. There's so much going on, and people are passionate over here because we've seen the letters from former supporters who have given hundreds of thousands of dollars to different people. Tim and Angela, Jeff Gainey, Detroit Nike, Maggie Foster, Catharin, Jordan Paul. Remember, Jordan Paul was calling people mama to get her money. We've seen the messages. It's tearing our hearts out. That's why we get wound up and scream and yell into this app so people on the outside window watching will hear what we're saying.
Yeah, Demita gave Jordan Powell over $3,000 because Jordan led her to believe that they were in this daughter-mother relationship.
One of our very own, Hope, gave $3,000 to Kimberly Peters because she felt that Kim was being bullied. Because Kim was such a good manipulator when she got her in those DMs. Because it's over for all of us. Once we can't reach them anymore, and those scammers and beggars get them in their DMs, it's over for us.
Said that Catherine paid someone to get her. Let me read this comment. She paid someone to get my information because she thought I was behind one of the scam pages. Jesus.
And that is happening. I don't have that clip right now, but TikTok president has it. She's asking for all our information.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple DMs today saying that she's offering things in exchange for all of our information in the boxes yesterday.
First name check, last name mate. There you go. You got it.
I was waiting for that.
TikTok president.
You should get something more unique, lady.
I got that from Kathy. What do you mean? I stole that name from her.
Just type in a son and mine will pop up.
I watched that video. I'm telling you, I was rolling.
You know what the bad part is? When somebody actually has to live this whole life filled with nothing but this bullshit. It mentally
I can't even imagine.
It physically drains you. And people just don't give a shit. My whole life I've been hurt. I've been told lies to, everything. And when you're a kid, you believe everything that your parent tells you.
And that's really sad.
You have to suffer through the whole process. And you learn to build yourself so you don't get hurt no more. And then at one time that you start to like, oh, this is not true. Then they come up and they tell you something else and you start the whole process all over again.
I wanted to ask you, and I was thinking about this today, and I was like, I should write this down, but now I just remembered. And when she sold the Christmas presents in 1996, and all this checks and insurance fraud, were you with her then?
No, I was living at my grandparents'.
Okay, because see, like she made it seem like
the only one that was living with her was Duke at the time.
Okay, see, the story that she told was, you know, all her kids, to buy all her kids Christmas.
If you use code my Facebook page, you'll see what Christmas looks like at my house. You want to know what Christmas is? Honestly, Christmas is about being around the family. I can give two shits about a present, whatever. Okay? But
about being with your loved ones.
To watch my kids open up something, that's an excitement in my eyes. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, me and my wife, Christmas at my house is a struggle. We start in normally around August, we start to try to do Christmas shopping. Only because with me being self-employed, my job is like a roller coaster. I could be completely busy for 3 months and then not have no work for a month and a half. So the nest egg that I have built up, it's gone because of bills. So every year for the past couple of years, I have always figured out and managed and pulled Christmas off how I don't know. It was like a rabbit in a hat with a magic trick. But I can tell you, and everybody knows this, if you've ever been to my house, you could go to my Facebook and you can look at all my Christmas pictures. We spend roughly, between all my kids, and now I now have 3 grandbabies, but my grandbabies are always spoiled. We roughly spend somewhere around 8,000 to 10,000 on Christmas, and my living room literally looks like a tornado went through it come Christmas morning. But the excitement and joy on my kids' face when they open up their stuff, or my grandbabies' faces when they open up their presents, that's the best feeling in the world to me.
Yeah, I really think that she was laying it on thick. Like, she was acting like y'all were all with her then, and I wanted to ask you that to clarify.
I struggle every day with listening to different songs and music that's from my past. When it comes on, it believe me, it takes you back. It makes you think about everything from then. It does bring flashbacks back. That shit's hard. That's something you can't just erase from your mind and your memory.
I bet there is a lot of stuff that triggers you going back your childhood. I mean, I can listen to a song and think of a really good time in my life that I had with my parents, my siblings. You know, was there bad times? Sure there was. You know, no family's perfect. But, you know, for your family, you know, it just shows me, you know, my upbringing wasn't as bad as, you know, it wasn't bad. But, you know, as kids, you think, well, I wish we had better, you know. But I appreciate it, what I had growing up now. And, you know, I'm glad you're doing right with your kids and your grandkids.
The worst thing is when you're in a car on your way to the mall with your own mother and you get pulled over and she gets locked up right in front of you.
Wow.
On vacation and your brother gets locked up. You said that last night. I about fell over.
Yep. You go on vacation and enjoy yourself. And all that little bastard wants to do is steal.
Oh, I know. I did want to say something. I'm sorry for interrupting. I wanted to go back to that trip to Disneyland or wherever it was, Dollyland.
Dollywood.
And you paid for them passes?
Mm-hmm.
She said you didn't have to do that. You just did it.
How else were we going to get into Dollywood?
She said, well, he bought season passes so they could go back.
Right.
And I thought, well, maybe he did. Maybe that was smarter with his money. Like, it was his money.
So what happened there was, to recap back from the conversation last night, we were on the bus on our way to Dollywood on Tuesday morning after breakfast. We get down there. Kathy had my old roommate's son, he passed away, Stevie, push her in this wheelchair looking thing all the way up to the tent where the scooters was. She was supposed to meet the lady in the parking lot to get the passes that was donated to them for all of us to get into Dollywood. So, because she was so worried about getting her fat ass on a scooter to ride around because she couldn't walk, she missed the lady in the parking lot. So now you're standing there at Dollywood with 15, 16 head expecting to get into this place. What are you going to do? I looked at my wife and was like, you know what? We'll figure this out. So I went online, started looking at all the stuff on Dollywood. I went up to the lady at the ticket booth. The tickets are expensive to get everybody in just for a single day. She said, to do it the easy way, she said, do a season pass because a season pass will give you guest tickets to get people in. Okay, no problem. So Kathy was like, well, do a season pass for me and Mike because we want to come back here tomorrow and we can do things on our own. Okay, no problem. So I got her a season pass. I have all the season passes still laying in my console of my Suburban. I can go get them and show you proof. I got one. My daughter got one. Kathy got one. My cousin got one. A couple of my kids got them. It was enough to where when I got the season passes, I did them on a payment plan. Don't get me wrong. I had the money when I went to Dollywood, but I damn sure didn't want to spend $1,500 on a single day trip to Dollywood. So I did the payment plan. It was easier. So I didn't have to use all of my money that I took on vacation with me. So I did the season passes. And with the season passes, you get 2 guest tickets for every person that has a season pass. So it was enough to get everybody in. We still had some guest passes left over. My one cousin, her boyfriend, and her kids went back to Dollywood the next day, and they were all able to get in because of the season passes with the guest tickets. So that's what I did to get everybody into Dollywood so we can enjoy ourselves. And after that, I looked at my wife and I said, I can't do this. I said, I can't keep affording to pay for everybody that's on this vacation. I brought money for me and my family to enjoy a vacation. That was the second real vacation I had ever had in my whole life of working. 13 years at an irrigation place. I never once took but 2 vacations in 13 years. We took a vacation in 21, 22. I took my whole family. I even took 2 people that wasn't family with us. We went to Yogi Bear's Jellystone in Bostic, North Carolina to a campground for the whole week. I paid the whole bill. The whole bill. Gas to get down with both vehicles, the hotel rooms to stay the night before the camp to get into the campground. I paid for all the food, everything. I paid for that. And then in 23, when we went to Dollywood, to Pigeon Forge for that whole week, I paid $1,200 over a payment plan to get everybody into Dollywood. I did. Because it wasn't right that she had my whole family worked up about getting into Dollywood because she had tickets. And because she wanted to be on a scooter, she missed a lady to get us in. So me and my wife, I paid for this. I heard so much shit from my wife to get everybody into Dollywood. It wasn't funny. But I did it. I give my kids something to look forward to, something to remember. Hey, Dad took us on vacation to Pigeon Forge. It was great. We want to go back. I suffered so much through my life with Catherine's bullshit. It's not funny. I've had so many mental breakdowns. I've had so many crying issues. I've learned to just block all of it. Everything. I don't let nothing eat at me no more. I can't. Because if I let that shit bottle up inside me like I used to, I wouldn't be here no more. That shit wears you out so bad, it's not funny. The mental abuse, the physical abuse that you go through as a child, being raised by a person like her, it's unreal. I don't understand why you stupid ass people still feed into her bullshit and give her money. You have got to be the dumbest fucking people on the face of this earth. Seriously.
So she's over there currently saying that a foundation paid for all of that.
Yeah. They donated the cabin. They donated Sunday dinner. They donated tickets to Goats on a Roof. They donated a thing for some Jeep tour. They donated some dinners. So The thing is, the stuff that got donated was pretty much for 2 or 3 people to do, not 15, 16 people. So yes, there was some things that was donated, but not to cover everybody. When you invite somebody to go on vacation, it would be, okay, here's instance. One of my daughter's friends calls up, hey, I want to take you to Florida with me. I talked to the girl's dad on the phone. I said, look, I am not being smart, but I can't afford to send my daughter to Florida with you to go to Disney World and SeaWorld and Busch Gardens and all that. He said, look, I am not asking you to pay for anything. I will pay for all of her tickets. I will pay for all of her food. She just needs money if she wants souvenirs to buy things to bring home to have to say that she went. He said, I will pay for everything. When you ask somebody to go, they shouldn't have to pay for everything for you inviting them to go with you. If you're inviting them along and you have all this stuff, that's one thing. But when you go through everything and you only get enough for 2 people or 3 people, yes, the cabin was donated. That was great. Some dinners was donated. That's fine. But everybody else had to pay for their own stuff. So there was some things that was donated, but it was only donated to Mike. It wasn't donated for a whole family of 15 or 20 head.
So JR,
They only donated to the person that was sick.
so that's what that comment's about, JR. It says, all because of Poppy had cancer. Ask her about her wish list on Amazon with her new iPads and markets and purses. I'm just reading the chat. Getting caught up.
Oh, dear God. She created this wish list on Amazon. Poppy wanted all this stuff, wanted her to have this stuff. The iPad was supposed to be for Mike. Mike didn't give a shit about a device. As long as he had a phone to call whoever on, that was all he cared about. As long as the man had TV to watch, that was all he gave a shit about. She was the one going on Amazon putting these Michael Kors purses on there, or this Gucci bag on there, this bag on there, these shoes on there, that shoes on there. We go down to Tennessee. She buys a pair of cowboy boots. She said she paid $400 or $500 for these cowboy boots. Putting her leg in these cowboy boots looking like a busted can of biscuits. If you don't have money, why are you spending money you ain't got? She takes her crooked ass son with her, Duke, stealing every fucking thing under the sun, all the way down and all the way back. The whole time we were there, we literally had to separate ourselves. We would get up in the morning at the cabin. What are you guys doing today? Hell if I know. We would leave. We would go down to breakfast. There was vouchers because when they donated the cabin, you got the vouchers for breakfast every day. So it was at a pancake house. You can eat all the pancakes you want that were free because they were supplied with the cabin. The cabin was like this Airbnb type thing, so breakfast was included with it. No lunch, no dinner. When you went to the pancake house, you could eat all the pancakes you wanted for free. If you wanted the breakfast bar, you had to pay for that. So we would go down, we would eat breakfast. If my kids wanted the breakfast bar, I paid the additional money. My kids ate the breakfast bar. If they wanted just the pancakes, that's what they got. I could tell you, them pancakes are huge. You could eat 3 of them and you wouldn't need to eat anything else all day long until dinner time. We separated. Where are y'all going? I don't know. We're going to go find something to do. I end up down in Gatlinburg. I don't know. I come out of the distillery 3 sheets to the damn wind from testing all the liquor they had. I'm walking on my wife's shoulder while she's holding me up. I'm half drunk down in Gatlinburg. Why? Because I enjoyed my time. That was a vacation with me and my family. What do y'all guys want to do? Let's go to the aquarium. I took my family. We went to the aquarium down there. I paid for all my family to get in. Whatever my family wanted to do, I paid for my family to do it. No, I didn't include Kathy and Duke. If Mike wanted to go, I would have took Mike and left her and Duke at the damn cabin. And that's exactly how I feel. Whatever my family wanted to do, we went and did it. If they wanted to go ride go-karts, let's go. We only met with Kathy when it was around dinner time. She would call us, hey, we got these tickets, we're going to here. She had a couple of dinner certificates, I think for her, Duke, and Mike at, I want to say it was Golden Corral, and then there was, I can't think of the name of the buffet place down there.
Excuse me. Hey, Fallon. You got a visitor in the chat. Brit Rat has arrived.
So she would call us at night. Hey, we're going to dinner. No problem. We'll go meet you up there for dinner. We would go sit, eat dinner, and then we went off doing our own thing. I can't. When we went to Goats on the Roof and Duke was caught stealing all that, when my kids come up and said, Dad, Duke's getting locked up, I walked out and I look and Duke is in handcuffs with a freaking GPS monitor bracelet on. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh, he was caught stealing. They had him on camera inside the place, picking up stuff out of the store, bringing it outside and putting it on the bench right underneath of a security camera. They watched him the whole time. And he was putting the stuff in my cousin's pickup. The only way to keep my cousin and her boyfriend and kids out of jail, I walked inside and spent my money in there on yard decoration stuff that he stole. Because the owner at the place said, if they pay for this, I won't have them locked up. So I walked in with my money and paid for the stuff to keep them out of jail. Because we were there to have a good time. And when we left out of there, we went down to the damn corner gas station. And me and Duke got into a huge argument. I pulled out a 24-inch adjustable Matco Tools wrench from under my seat. Because no matter where I go, I carry tools with me in case a car breaks down. I pulled it out from under the seat and was going to break his fingers. When my cousin's boyfriend picked me up and put me in the truck and told me to get the hell out of there, that's when the police pulled everybody over. My daughter was pregnant with my oldest grandchild in the passenger seat, having an emotional breakdown, and her anxiety was through the roof because the police were wanting to lock her boyfriend up. Because of Duke. He's a thief. That's all he'll ever be, is a freaking thief. If he could steal the shit from you to go get high, that's what he is going to do.
Right, little man, just like his mama.
Just like he moved to South Carolina. My cousin. Man, you need to get away from all this shit. You need to get away from everybody up here. Takes Duke, moves him to South Carolina with him. 3 Walmarts in South Carolina. He would go in, fill up shopping carts, and push them right out the door. Well, the last time, when he walked into the store, the police were there waiting on him. And how he got out of that? He must have told them some kind of bullshit lies, because he got out of all of it. If that was me, I would have been behind bars for 10 years for stealing.
Somebody's trying to let you know that she's speaking on Brina. I assume that must be from last night. There's a moratorium in order where she's not supposed to be speaking on her or something.
My daughter Sabrina.
I don't know. It just said Brina.
That would be my daughter Sabrina.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of times that they brought that name Sabrina up.
I wouldn't doubt that she's not talking about all my kids.
One of the comments was actually, didn't Sabrina get caught stealing too? Let me make sure. I don't want to say that but I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Who is Sabrina? Was she stealing too?
Sabrina is my daughter. She's my second oldest.
Yeah, I guess Kathy's saying Sabrina was the only one stealing.
Blaming my kids on stealing. Great. More bullshit lies.
Could you imagine saying that about your granddaughter? I can't imagine. Grandchildren ought to be your world, you know. They just should. Well, your children ought to be your world, but your grandchildren, that's something that's. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm different.
I'm 40. I'll be 46 years old in November, and my 3 grandkids are my world. My kids are my world. I'll do anything under the sun for my kids, and my kids know that.
Right.
If they need something, Dad, do you have any money that I can get this? I don't have any money right now, but let me try to get some money up, and I will help you with it. My daughter Sabrina went through cosmetology school. They called her the queen of scholarships. When she come to me, she said, Dad, I got everything covered but $750 to graduate. I went down and I literally sent her all $750 on Cash App to pay to college so she can graduate and get her cosmetology license.
For a lot of people, when they do wrong with their children, they don't give them the best upbringing and stuff, and grandchildren are brought into the picture. They really treat them grandchildren. They want to kind of make up for, what they didn't give their children, and Catherine don't want to give nothing. She's stingy. She's a narcissist. She's an evil person.
She's a greedy fat piece of shit. I think the best part of her rolled down my grandmother's ass crack.
Ooh.
And for people to believe in on Duke's bullshit, yeah, that picture was from the day that I hooked that bitch behind my pickup and towed her ass out of my yard.
These are the GoFundMe's. So this is from 2024 to get an apartment.
That was the day that I moved her out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I've told my kids, my door is always open. You are always welcome in my house, no matter what happens in your life.
This GoFundMe is from 2023 for cancer. And again, I don't know how much she got on these because, of course, they're not active anymore.
If Mike was alive and knew the things that Catherine's doing, what would he say, you think?
This is when he passed away, and she had a GoFundMe for the funeral.
That was so. That picture was taken when we were down in well, that was actually from Sevierville. So there was what the hell was it? Horseback riding or something that was donated. Mike was really not in the shape to be riding no damn horse. So we went over there. There was weight limits on a horse. I know nothing about horses. I didn't know. So we go over there. It was only for her and Mike. They wanted to do pictures with the horses. She wanted to get her fat ass up on a horse, and they told her that there's weight restrictions. She was 350 pounds. The horse limit was like 250 or something like that. Mike was able to sit on the horse, but she had to stand beside the horse, and she was throwing a fit like a giant baby down there the whole time because she wanted to sit her fat ass on a horse and get pictures taken. My daughter Shay is in here somewhere.
Marley, you just said about blocking the truth. I hope that that was towards Catharin and not us, because I don't know anymore, because you flip-flop so much that it's hard to tell. Because when you were over here listening to us, and then we were talking about the reasons not to give people money on this app, and then you went over and asked Duke, how much does he need for a cake? So I'm confused, Marley.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said it, honey, because I've been waiting all night.
Sorry.
Dang, girl.
After I had a conversation.
I even messaged Scam. I was
Who
like,
needs
what
a
the
cake?
hell?
I'm sorry. I'm going 5 different directions, you guys. I'm trying. I got to wrap this up because we're about to hit the big storm of it, and I'm going to lose signal. But, Marley, seriously, I mean, you just heard all of this. You just heard JR talk about, I can't believe people still give money to blatantly obvious manipulation. And then we've seen you in different places. And then you ask that dude, how much does he need for a cake? So I just need some help.
Who needs a cake? I'm lost.
I think all of this arguing and like the skits and the fake arguments and then the rift that's going on currently is over a cake that Duke wanted for someone that he cares about. And he asked your mom for some money and she wasn't going to give up any. And now he's mad at her and she's mad at him, but they're going to kumbaya in the end because that's what toxic people do. And that's what's going to kick this off over here tonight, because I want to know from Marley, why go over there knowing that TikTok president is streaming and that we're all eyes are glued on the screen?
The bad part is Duke gets food stamps and a fucking SSI check every month.
Oh. He wanted like $100 for a cake.
Duke gets food stamps and a Social Security disability check. If he wasn't too busy smoking it and snorting it the fuck up, he would have money.
Well, it just keeps getting thicker and thicker, don't it?
I have questions. I'm sorry. I came in here, got a work emergency, came back.
Ask your questions. Go ahead. Fire away.
No, JR, I appreciate you coming over here and being transparent. Catharin is going to continue to lie. Everything that is said over here is she's going to refute. She's going to have some big, long, drawn-out story. It's going to be like War and Peace over there because she talks those people too incessantly. But if you want the truth, all you have to do is type her name in any search engine and discover who she is. People over here who know her best, her oldest son has told you. We've shown you clips of her own words. Type her name in any search engine and find it for yourselves. If you're not streetwise enough, that's on you. Continue to pay for it, but don't come over here with your bullshit. We've got people we need to reach, people we need to take care of, and other people are being manipulated, being called mom, and being treated like they're actually something on an app because their name is shouted out when they enter a chat. That's not how it should be. Go find your people. If you can't type her name up in the top of the TikTok search bar, type whatever your thing is. Crocheting, acrobats, water gymnastics. Go find your people. Because it's out there. There's a community for it on TikTok. Begging and scamming is not where it's at. I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. I want to try to wrap this up, checkmate, if it's okay, because I don't want to go into the wee hours of the morning, because I don't ever want this to be like a 4-hour beatdown. Catharin, you're a terrible human. What you did to your family was wrong. What you're trying to do to this TikTok family is wrong, but you're not going to do it over here because we're thicker than thieves over here because we have loyalty. And every night of the week when we go live and we try to do something positive, these same people in the chat, same people in the panel are going to be here. And any of you new people that are over there that were previously with Catherine and you want to come kick it over here, you're welcome.
No, honestly, we need to wrap it up because I have work in the morning and I did not get to bed until really late last night.
Well, I am not wrapping it up because I'm about to stream.
Oh, yes.
Party at TikTok Presidents.
So if y'all want, y'all can go over and watch TikTok President. Are you going to stream Catharin until she gets off or just for a while?
Probably for a little while. It's 10 my time now, so I should be up for a while.
I mean, you could always let her son in the box to debunk the lies as they're coming out of her mouth.
Ooh, that would be good. If you could hang, JR. I mean,
Listen, ladies, I can party all night.
All right, then we're going to end over here and head over to TikTok President.
Yep. Don't forget about Scam Opera's awareness on Fridays, please.
Yes, you are going live Friday, right, Scam?
Yep, we're going to be covering a girl named Sarah that's been on here begging for money to send her son to Branson. That is not what the money is for.
Awesome.
All right, well, Scam and Bugs will be live Friday night, and we'll all be in there supporting her. Yes. So I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you over in President's Live.
Thanks,
Y'all
everyone.
have a good night, guys. Keep spreading awareness, y'all.